Fast Lawyer VR reviews. For sexy VR reviews, hit the subscribe button. Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a full live review for Among Us VR, a game finally released today, November 10th, 2022, and it officially supports all the major VR headsets. It normally retails for $10. I bought it at that price. And of course, Among Us VR is the port of the game that went viral, Among Us. It's an online multiplayer game, sort of a detective game where two imposters join a crew aboard a spaceship. And while you have to do tasks, their job is to sabotage you and possibly kill some of your crewmates, and your job is to figure out who the either one or two imposters are, depending on party size. Now, this PC VR port has up to 10 player support. You can join a public game, so you'll be playing with randoms online, or you can play with friends and make a private lobby. You can decide to host the game yourself and you'll have full control over the party, or you can join a quick game and there's still a chance that you'll be the host, but more than likely somebody else will be the host. And that does create some problems, because in my first clip here that I showed, the host did not want to start a game because they wanted their friends there, but they created a public lobby. So the game never started and there was just a lot of complaining. The game also has a lot of little kids running around under the age of 13. So this game does say it's ages 13 and up, but in reality there's kids even younger than that playing, and there's really no way for the developer to suss out who these little kids are, because obviously their parents are letting them play on the headset, and there's not much that can be done about that. So this is an online game, and it's obviously a lot more fun with a group of friends that you know. That way everyone's honest as far as playing the game. In other words, everyone takes their role seriously, and then it's just a social deduction game. The problem with public lobbies is that not everyone is playing the game. Sometimes you'll have trolls who are just there to kind of ruin everyone else's fun, so they won't play the game as intended, or they'll just be annoying. So you just don't know what you're going to get when you play in a public lobby, so your experience can really vary quite a bit. I will say that I did have fun playing this game, and I had played the normal 2D game on both mobile and on Steam. This game was available on a bunch of platforms. The VR port, though, does bring an extra dimension to it, because everyone has a mic. So if you're used to the normal mobile game, people really only use the voting system, and they might make some kind of text, but voice chat's not something that's normally a part of Among Us. So VR, because everyone has a mic, it is a normal part of talking when you're out in the cafeteria. This is the main room where you'll vote for who the guilty parties are, but before you do that, you kind of have a discussion to see what was viewed, what the clues were, and a lot of it's just being able to have trusted people around you. That way you all know you're making the same observations. Otherwise it's just complete chaos, and people will just make random guesses. And here you see me, I'm accusing blue and red of being the imposters, but nobody listens to me, and instead they jettison me, even though it didn't make a whole lot of sense. I was running away from them and I touched the button to not get killed, and instead they voted for me, which, just logically speaking, didn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't think there was anyone doubting that they were following me. So to me, it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. And what even made even less sense is after this vote, they still won the game. You know, if someone accuses a person of being an imposter and it turns out it wasn't them, more than likely then that's the imposter. So it didn't make a lot of sense to me that my teammates, even after this, didn't figure it out and they ended up winning, which made no sense, no logical sense, at least to me. But again, it's one of those social deduction games where the quality of your teammates, the quality of the party will vary quite a bit, and the fun will vary also depending on the quality of the people that you have. You know, some people are chill, they're cool, and they'll listen to reason. But with little kids, it's just really hard to tell. And so, Among Us can be fun, but with randoms, you just never know what you're gonna get. During my time playing this game, I can't say that I did listen to racial slurs. I did listen to homophobic comments, and just it wasn't always a pleasant PG experience, which it really should be, because there really is no violence. I wasn't a big fan of the VR interactions. Among Us VR is running on the Unity engine. On my RTX 3080, I was getting mostly 90 frames per second, but I did notice some frame rate drops. The frames would drop like down to 80, but nothing too big. But still, I was puzzled by why this game would have any frame rate drops given the low textures here, the low resolution gameplay. I wasn't a big fan of the interactions either. You see here that I kill someone by basically making like a finger gun or pointing at them and then pressing trigger, and that's how you kill someone. I would have preferred a way to actually have a knife in your hand, even if you have to like holster it or hide it within your body, but just using like a little finger gun and pointing at them, even from a distance, that just didn't feel very immersive to me. And I do have the same issue with if you're a crewmate and you're trying to do lots of the tasks. A lot of the tasks were of the point and click variety, and even simple stuff like grabbing onto a lever and pulling it or pushing it, whatever the case may be, it just didn't feel as smooth and polished as they should be. It felt very basic interactions here. I mean, they worked and they're simple. That's really the most important thing. So as far as did the interactions work? Yes. But were they the most immersive types of VR interactions? No. In fact, quite the opposite. They were a little bit too basic, and it was a bit underwhelming for the most part. The only issues that I experienced while playing Among Us VR were some networking issues. A couple of times I did try to join a quick match, but instead it had me hosting a game, and then even after waiting a long time, nobody was able to join. When I disconnected, it said servers were full, to try again later. It may have just been a first day network issues, because this game usually does not have any problem filling lobbies. Most of the games that I entered had 10 people there right away, and usually it was only the host that extended the wait time between games. You do have full locomotion, smooth and snap turning options, and like I mentioned, most of the interactions are very basic, either point and click or just basically highlight, hold, and turn one way or the other. You are also able to kick certain persons away from the party if they're causing disruptions. So it's not just about voting for the imposter. Sometimes you're just kicking someone who's causing too much of a problem for the group. Overall, I did have fun, and having played Among Us in both mobile and non VR PC format, I can say that the VR port is a lot more fun than the normal Among Us pancake experience. There's just something a whole lot more fun and terrifying about walking around the spaceship and doing the tasks while having to look around, watch your six, hoping there's not someone trying to kill you right behind you. And as you saw from the first game, I could easily tell that indeed these two persons were chasing me, trying to kill me. But unfortunately, my crew did not believe me and my suspicions, which were later verified. So, yes, I do recommend this game, but beware. When you join a public lobby, you just really don't know the group of people that you will be joining. And so keep in mind, you might be matched up with a bunch of kids or people with values that don't match up with yours who may make racial, homophobic, other types of slurs, and just totally inappropriate behavior for this type of game. So your experience will vary just depending on that. So if you have a group of friends, it's preferable to play that way. But the VR port is good enough. I won't say it's a great VR port because obviously, like I said, a lot of the interactions are just super basic. But it's got all the right settings. There's a lot of comfort, sound, smooth and snap turning. So a lot of the options are there so that you can experience this the way that you want. But at the same time, it's definitely not a perfect VR port. So if I have to rate Among Us VR, the VR port experience, I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. And again, your mileage will vary depending on the group that you're with. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my live review for Among Us VR. If you enjoyed my video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of the video.
But I had no idea.
Guys, I think Red is lying.
What are the chances I'm the bad guy?
Kind of sus.
It's very
so
sus.
1 out of 9.
It's not sus. If that's not sus, if I say I'm the bad guy.
He admitted
I
it.
think it's Dutchy.
Wow. That's fair. I agree.
No, I think it's Asian Taco.
Well, there are two, though. There are two. So,
Oh, then it's green.
it's one down.
No, it's
what?
green.
Okay.
What kind of
See?
green?
Green standing way over there, not even looking at us. I think you're on my team.
Okay.
Green, we're in it together.
I don't know you.
I've been accusing you.
I've been accusing you from the first.
Yeah, so you trick everyone.
Okay.
Green's rude to me, bro.
He's a taco
Asshole.
hater.
Bye, Red.
Oh, you're a fucking taco head. Get out of here. Shoot.
Later, Red.
Oh. Oh, look at the little guy.
Oh, we have one more. Oh, crap.
Why did he admit it, though?
Great.
Okay, so he wanted to find Sass.
Hey, it's cool.
I
It's
told him
cool.
to get on
Let's
his
just,
map.
find the next imposter and.
Oh, hey, bro.
Hi.
Stay away from me. Don't get back. Get the fuck back.
Okay.
Oh man.
It's not brown and it's not yellow. Or me.
Okay.
Alright.
I seen
I'm
him
a good
scan.
guy.
Huh.
Exactly.
Scan.
And so did
And he
Josh.
scanned.
He also scanned.
They both scanned.
He also
Which leads-
scanned. Lime also scanned.
He did not
See,
scan. You
I
are
did
lying.
not see that.
I
I did not see
I
that.
seen him
I did
in
not
the
see that.
first in the first part of the game. I seen him scan, so he's good.
So it's green because I just can't get myself to vote purple out. I can't.
It's purple or green.
Look at him. Look at him. He looks so nice. It can't be him.
he's a grape.
Look,
You're gonna
man,
totally
nah, dude. I was
figure
over there
out-
straight up fixed. I was
gonna-
downloading
he-
data, you know.
I was doing my
I think it's
task.
purple.
Because wherever it says us,
I was
it was
fixing.
Green, you are not doing your task.
Oh.
And
Tell
how
him
would you?
again. Tell him
Since
again.
I never
Yeah,
saw you,
green
how would you
was-
know that?
Green date. Look, Lime
Whip it out.
came up behind
Prove
me
it.
and was
Whip
like,
it out.
turn around.
Whip it out. What the
Whip-
fuck?
Viciously.
Whip it out, Green.
Hey.
Man, you can vote me out, man, because I don't go that way.
Ooh.
Whatever. All right.
It's green or purple.
I don't know.
Yeah, it has to be green or
guys,
purple.
Nah,
but I
do
think,
not
with
look
me.
at my
I think it's
vote.
green.
No,
I think it's green.
Do
more
not
than
look at
purple.
my-
Green or lime?
I accidentally did this. I did not mean to.
Keep your head up, Daddy.
I think it's green.
I did not mean to vote myself.
I mean, didn't the red dude like literally call him out?
Yeah.
Which is tough. It's tough. That's tough.
Bye, Green.
Ah.